Do you like video games? I like video games, and, well, I'm pretty sure you've heard of Nintendo, but if you haven't, it's one of the top video game companies on the planet. They're responsible for Super Mario, and, well, they've also made several successful home consoles as the years have gone on. They don't release as many consoles as other companies, but, what are you going to do about that? Either way, today, I'm going to actually talk about these consoles. First off is, of course, the Nintendo Entertainment System, or NES. It was also called the Famicom in Japan, because, honestly, I'm not entirely sure myself. But, either way, the NES was the first console that Nintendo released, and it was an 8-bit console where, well, Mario made his debut. Nothing too fancy, simple controllers, but still very fun. Its successor, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, or SNES, ended up also following it, and from consolidated sales, apparently they sold 49.1 million Super Nintendo Entertainment System consoles worldwide, which is very impressive. And in case you're curious, it was called the Super Famicom in Japan. Anyways, eventually, Nintendo went from a 16-bit console to a 64-bit console, and in the process, they ended up actually not only creating memorable games, they also ended up making the jump to proper 3D gaming as well, with the Nintendo 64. And afterwards came the Nintendo GameCube, which, like the N64, could display 3D graphics, but in much better design. And also, its codename, Dolphin, actually did end up having an influence. It's found in the console's equipment and model tagging. And if you've played the first Pikmin game, which was on the GameCube, you'll discover that the spaceship is called the SS Dolphin. Don't ask me why. But either way, after the GameCube, due to not being as successful as their competitors, Nintendo went in a different direction and created none other than the one and only Nintendo Wii. I have a Wii remote right here as note of me actually owning one at one point. The Nintendo Wii had very clever controller design, and as such was also super effective when it came to well, boosting their sales back up. The Wii's successor, the Wii U, not so much a successor as it was a commercial flop. It didn't go over well for some people, but either way, it also introduced a new type of controller, the Wii U gamepad, which essentially allowed people to play without the need of the TV whatsoever. And this was further followed up by the Nintendo Switch, which contained a special type of controller, the Joy-Con, which can be used as independent controllers, used in a pair, or literally attached to the console. Which, of course, as it goes, can be swapped from television to a smaller console almost immediately. I'll admit, it is very impressive, especially considering the fact that I own one. Yeah. It's just like a flash review, so... Yes, so, in summary, the NES started Nintendo's console game. The Super NES ended up also improving with great sales. The N64 brought 3D gaming into view. The GameCube was a bit of an iffy one, like, not much. The Wii totally revolutionized controller design. The The Wii U was a commercial flop, and the Nintendo Switch, it's too early to say. It also has the innovative controllers, but it's still on the market. So, what are you gonna do? And that is my flash summary of the Nintendo home console.